Okay, so what I'm going to show you is La Boca of Buenos Aires in Argentina. So we'll just start heading there, and here we are. I'll zoom in a little further, and now I'll drop our street view guy right here. Okay, so this is the street view of La Boca of Buenos Aires, and fortunately, you can't see the actual buildings of the town, but you can see all the big major skyscrapers around it and the actual capital itself, and you can also see this right here. And what you're seeing, this blue and yellow structure, is a soccer stadium. And so I'll talk a little bit about that. Okay, so sports. Um, La Boca is well known for La Bombonera, which is, as I mentioned before, a soccer stadium just outside of the town, and it is home to the Boca Juniors, who are a well-known soccer club, and you'll see some more of them when I go through the pictures. And so this is a view of down on the field. Let's do a 360 here, and we'll go back to the town itself. So, since there aren't any actual 3D buildings, I can show you some pictures though that you can see around here, which are actual um, pictures that people took these particular places. So I'll click here, and you can see this is a picture of the streets. You can see the colorful buildings and the art vendors. I'll try another one. Here's another one of the Boca Juniors. On the far right hand side of the balcony, you can see a statue, and these statues are located all throughout the city of different famous figures and athletes. And I'm not sure who are on the left and center, but you can see that there's a soccer Boca Junior in his uniform. And I'll go over here. And the streets are also covered in murals. Here you can see one. And here's another statue of Lionel Messi, who is a well-known soccer player of the Argentina international team. And let's just find one more. Here's another good one. You can see the streets, which are lined with the art that people sell. And I'll talk more about that over here in the slideshow. So art. The streets of La Boca are incredibly lively and colorful, as you saw from the buildings, and many street performers dance to the tango, and the streets are also lined with art vendors, and I can make this picture a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. So in this you can see all the paintings, and you can see that a lot of the paintings reflect the colors of the buildings too. They only mainly use blues, yellows, reds, and greens. La Boca is also not far from Buenos Aires, which is the actual capital of Argentina. So I'll zoom in here to find it. There it is. So it's right here. And the street that I'm zooming in on right now is called 9th Avenue. And almost there. Once again, I'm going to drop our street view guy right here. So this is another street view of 9th Avenue, and this is the actual capital. So you can see all the buildings and how long the street is. And there's also a giant obelisk with a flag. And I'll try to zoom in on the obelisk. So here you can see that there's an inscription on the obelisk, and I'll read off the different inscriptions, which each one's different on either side. So on the north side is the side that we're looking at right now, and it says, on this site in the St. Nicholas Tower, the national flag was hoisted for the first time in the city um, the 23rd of August. And if we go to the west side, it says Capital Federal Law enacted by the National Congress the 20th of September, and I'm not going to try to read that date. Initiative of the President Nicolas Viñenda, decree of the President Julio Roca, 6th of December. And the south side, it says second foundation by Juan de Garay, 11th of June. And the east side, it says Buenos Aires, the Republic, in the 4th centenary of the foundation of the city, Don Pedro de Mendoza, 2nd of February. And there's also a poem on the south side, and it says, where was the city saved? This gleaming silver sword suddenly dawned in the skies. That this word did not come out in the translation, and now you can throw the look. Sick of cringing and pedant walk, stone up to the sun omnipotent, and spiritualize down, moonbeam, wind, or tear. The symbol set in monument in this line is kind of awkward. Index, jet, llama, palm tree. I doubt that's right. The star above and below the spark. The idea, the dream, and work. Turn your foot real. So that is the poem that's written on the south side. And on special occasions, the obelisk gets decorated for different reasons and holidays during the year. So on the left, you can see that the obelisk is covered in a giant red thing, and that is actually a giant condom that is put over the obelisk for World AIDS Day. And then on the right, you can see that there is a the colors of Argentina and Germany, which represented, I believe, 150 years of bilateral relations between the countries. So that's pretty cool that they do that. That's I like that. And yeah, this has been La Boca Buenos Aires, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.